So we have New York Magazine weighing in. I haven't held a copy of New York Magazine in at least 15 years. I mean, I used to read that all the time. I miss you, New York. Um, so so New York Magazine weighs in and yesterday, and they said here Kate Middleton was spotted in public with a video to prove it by Margaret Hartman, who is a senior editor for Intelligencer, who has worked for who has worked at New York since 2012. Oh wow, Margaret Hartman. Okay. And so here's the Princess of Wales from the back. We think. Um, she does have a weird little sort of swelling or puff at the corner of her mouth. Because in one of the pictures where they said this was her, where she was in the car with William, the profile to me seemed like someone with a double chin and like some weird extra flesh. And I'm like, that's not Kate. Kate is very thin. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she does have a weird sort of extra flesh thingy going on. I mean, because there's something there, like a like a I don't know what you would call that even. So according to New York Magazine, you can stop worrying about Kate Middleton because she was spotted in London on Saturday, and there's a video to prove it, and the video comes from The Sun. We do have to, with all due respect, consider the source as well. We do have to consider the source because I don't think The Sun even pretends to have any journalistic integrity. I don't think they even pretend. I think their whole brand is that we don't have any journalistic integrity and we don't give a damn. We don't, frankly, my dear, give a damn. I think that's their brand, right? And why don't they just put that as their that's their motto or something, you know? But anyway, so I guess what we're not going to be having is an investigation by Scotland Yard into the Princess of Wales's whereabouts because even New York, the New York Magazine, is convinced that this was Kate. As I said, it could be Kate if she has had extensive plastic surgery to appear younger. But even so, the body is wrong. The walk and the gait are wrong. And the height is wrong, in my opinion. In my opinion, I mean, she's almost as tall, well, not as almost as tall as William. I mean, in the picture, William is still clearly taller than she is, but I think William has a couple of inches more on her than that picture suggests. And so there's that. And the speed with which that person was walking, I have never in 15 years seen the Princess of Wales walk at that velocity. Have you ever seen her walk at that velocity? I mean, she is one more minute she's going to start to run. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like the body of a 14-year-old let loose. You know what I mean? It's like this, because they're in the maximum at 14, 15. You just have so much energy, and you're sprite and you're lean and you're like the wind. This woman is like the wind. So it's more than just a question of plastic surgery that makes me question, is this Kate? It's also in the body, it's in the gait, it's in the movement, it's how she moves that is unfamiliar to me. After watching Kate for more than 15 years and how she moves, how she walks, her mannerisms, this kind of seemed different. However, it is possible that in addition to plastic surgery, she also may have had some training with movement also. It's possible maybe they thought that she was starting to look, like her age, and that they wanted to project a more youthful, image. They wanted her to move with more youthfulness and with vigor and energy. And so maybe they had somebody come in to coach her on how to really walk, especially after the surgery, assuming that she did have some abdominal surgery. I think, if anything, she had facial surgery because she does look 10 years younger based on what I saw. And her face is a little bit Asiatic, a little bit Asiatic. I would say like 20% Asiatic, which happens, I think, when you get plastic surgery. People who used to have round eyes suddenly have eyes like slanted eyes. It's amazing. And you're like, what happened to your eyes? How come you look Chinese? Because they've had surgery. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking these people. I mean, I need surgery myself. I mean, if I had money, I'd be Chinese, because I'm like, whoa, time does take a toll. But, the idea that, you know, this is Catherine, to me, um, is just, Trump says he can't get a 464 million bond. Now what? No, what? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even think about it. So, you know, it's just very bizarre. It's completely bizarre. But like I said, if this is Catherine, she has had work done, which is, I'm not judging. I mean, she looks good. I mean, 10, 15 years younger, than she was looking. I mean, she was starting to look, I think, even older than her years. And I was marveling at it. Like, how do you have so much money? You're so pampered. You have the best foods. You have the best face creams. You have all the time in the world to do what you want, after you go out and you shake some hands for 2 hours a couple of times a week. I mean, you have everything. How do you look like this at 40? It just boggles the mind, because I see a lot of women with no money at all. They can't pay their rent, like myself. And they're like 50 and 60 and 70 and this and that. And they look younger than Kate. So, maybe it's a genetic thing. I don't know. But so she was, to me, looking very weathered. And so now she looks like she's in her maybe maximum 35 in that picture. And so it means that it was not abdominal surgery. It was plastic surgery of the face, if that was Kate, right? But that all said, what the hell was I talking about here now? Oh, so I'm just saying that Scotland Yard can relax, because I was starting to think that Scotland Yard would have to go in and do an investigation about where is Kate, right? Like a where is Kate investigation. I don't think Scotland Yard will have to do that now with this video, because it seems like everyone in the British press and other press, American press and so on, I don't know what the Canadians are saying yet, have been convinced and persuaded that this video from the UK Sun is authentic, right? So, we'll just have to go with that, right? If they say it's Kate, look, it's Kate. you know what I mean? So call off Scotland Yard, you guys.